4, it says, because of the multitude.
That guy might be an Israelite, man. He's here more than a lot of people, man. He comes to visit the camp every time we're here, man. To salute us, man. Don't be surprised, man.
It says, 3 and 4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations.
The well-favored harlot is Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, which is America, man.
Through her whoredoms and families, through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts.
And that's what this place does. It upholds witchcrafts. Alright? It sold all the nations witchcraft, man. Oh, due to Christmas and their democracy and all that comes with it, man. All the different ideologies. Oh, transgenders and all of this madness, all these damn filthy philosophies, you know? That's the way of the well-favored harlot. Right? And a lot of these nations, they want to put off America. America built them up, but now they don't want to have nothing to do with it. That's going to be like in a day. That's going to be the only vehicle. Well, and this is going to be played. Yeah, the Purge. You're gonna be seeing people fucking ducking and hiding and rolling under fucking garbage bins and hiding under cars.
This place is hell.
Yeah, it is hell.
Because all this shit looks fun and good spirits, but that's all witchcraft.
Yeah.
This place is just hell, man.
If Christmas was so good, why do people lose most of their jobs at this time of the year?
Well, people are stressed out.
Lose their job? Yeah.
Well, ask the people in Nova Scotia right now, man. The forestry guys, because they were poisoning the so-called natives, the Gadites, up in Nova Scotia for many years, man. And now the prime minister, not the prime minister, what do you call him? Premier. Yeah, he's getting rid of that place, man. And the same thing with Oshawa, with the Ford, the GM plant. Yeah.
Right in the white privilege.
Closed.
It's done.
Yeah, the scriptures don't lie, man. The scriptures don't lie.
This is finished.
Back in verse 5, it says, Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness.
That's right. The nakedness is all of the perpetrating of your lies and what's really happened behind the scenes. Because all of the pedophilia that's being exposed from the Roman Catholic Church and so forth, and all of the killing from these perpetual wars that's been happening over through the years, you know, and the poisoning of our people on the lands, the water, and gas lines and all of those type of things, killing our people for your gain, man, your ungodly gains. And then on top of incarcerating our people for just standing on a corner and so forth, just to put them in prison, so then you could continue your slavery, and continue all your wickedness. You're being exposed right now, man. You're in the hot seat, just like Donald Trump, man. You're in the hot seat. Just because your president's being impeached, don't mean that it's gonna happen to you. You're in the same seat, my brother Numsi, so-called white, but you're in the hot seat right now. And it's not, and it's a good thing that you're in that, because we're telling the good news right out of the Bible. And this is the real daily news, man. Continue.
It says, I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock.
Yeah, you're vile now. America's in a low state, and you're gonna be put into a lower state, man, because you don't have the standard where was it the AAA recommendation for making that much money, man. Even though that you're manipulating the stock markets, in the weekdays you're manipulating it, man.
Verse 7. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste.
So that's a buzzword for America, man. This place is going to be laid waste because no Arab's going to pitch up tent, shop, set up shop, open up shop, and sell his madness through his bodega, whether it be camel meat and all that madness. That's right. It's going to be just like how it was presented in Planet of the Apes, America being the forbidden zone. And you're going to have Charles Heston right in slavery too, man. It's going to be played out. Right in the kingdom, man. He's going to be a real slave. That's right. There's not going to be no stone on top of stone for the Statue of Liberty. And neither for your towers, your cubby holes, your damn buildings and all of it. It's going to be rent. Whether the nukes get him or the earthquake's going to get him.
Sure.
And it's going to happen because it tells you in the scriptures that the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard, man. Alright? It's going to be staggering, man. This place is going to be staggered and cracked in half, man. Because of all of the wickedness. And the whole earth is going to be felt with that earthquake, man. Because new land is going to be formed and so forth, man. Be volcanoes spewing all over the place, and the earth is going to be made new. And after 1,000 years is fulfilled, the whole earth is going to look more greater than when it looked when the earth was first established for man to dwell in, man.
Right.
That's right.
It's actually said he's going to do better for us now than at the first. So it's going to be better than the Garden of Eden.
Double.
You can imagine that.
That's right. The body's going to be bigger, the trees is going to be much more bigger, the air is going to be much more better. The sea is going to be much more greater. Because right now it's a shithole, man. Thanks to the so-called white man.
Put it in your pipe and smoke it.
It said, who will bemoan her? When shall I seek comforters for thee?
That's right. So who's gonna embrace America anymore? Everybody wants to throw spears at it, man.
Push down?
Because why do you think all of these nations are getting they're putting their money into weapons, right? As the scripture said, it said about how they should put their plowshares, turn their pruning hooks and so forth. Daniel. No, not that. No, Joel, Slack. Right? That's it from there?
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 26. I'll start at 26, and it says,
That's a witch.
Then
That's the idol
answered
doctrine
he me
of the white
and
man.
said, The more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hasteneth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things
Bring the
that
camera a little bit closer.
and cannot comprehend the things that are promised in the righteous in time.
Hey, brother, if you could just raise your voice up a little, just for the camera.
Okay, fine. I'll reread that and raise it up. 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 26. Then answered he me and said, The more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hastens fast to pass away.
And the days, we're supposed to be praying about the days being short, man. So Esau's kingdom is passing away, man. We're already in winter, man. Right? Going into Esau's falsified New Year's.
We're not Muslims. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We're the Hebrew Israelites. That's right. That's right.
God, and it says, verse 27, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come. Right? Because you guys, brother, were talking about